Hello, web developers. Today we're going to be talking about jQuery, and let's go real quick into what jQuery is and why are we going to use jQuery. So jQuery basically is a lightweight, write less, do more JavaScript library. At first, it could be confusing, but it takes many tasks in JavaScript easier, and once you get the basic down, it's a great tool. Okay, so basically the purpose is to make it much easier to use JavaScript on our website, and because it takes a lot of common tasks that require many lines of JavaScript code to accomplish, but with using jQuery, we can wrap them into a method and call them with a single line of code. With jQuery, we have a lot of features: HTML, DOM manipulations, CSS manipulations, HTML event methods, effects, and animation, and we can also use it with Ajax. So why jQuery? There are a lot of JavaScript frameworks out there, but jQuery is like the most popular and the most extendable. Many of the biggest companies use jQuery: Google, Microsoft, IBM, Netflix. Okay, so how do we going to add jQuery to our web page? So there's two ways of using jQuery. We can download jQuery right from its source, jQuery.com. Go click on download, and when we arrive here, we have two current versions of, or two releases of jQuery. There's the first version and the second version. On this tutorial, I already downloaded the jQuery compressed production 2.1.3 edition, so release. So we're going to be using this right now. The other way we can use jQuery is using a content delivery network from either Google or Microsoft. What this means is that big companies like, for example, Google have are hosting libraries. Example, Google has a Angular, JavaScript, Dojo, jQuery. Here it is. So basically, on our code, we just copy and paste this code right over here, or this one, and that's it. This is like the simplest way to add jQuery to our website. Microsoft has the same thing, so we can go over here and we'll find a link similar to the one Google gave us, and we just copy paste. And where do we copy paste that? So if we go over here to our code, see that in our head we put the Google link between two scripts tag, and right after that, so that's I'm invoking the jQuery JavaScript framework, and I'll just put here a code that basically what this code is going to find all the p tags on my HTML, and every time I click those p tags, I'm gonna hide them. So let's check it out. So I click, and they hide, and basically that's what I got going on this jQuery function. And now let's see the other example I was talking about downloading the jQuery into our directory or into our hard drive. We can use it as well. We just create a script link, a source, to our jQuery. I saved both examples on my desktop. So if you see here, my jQuery, the file I downloaded, it's also on my desktop because it has to be inside the same directory where I'm gonna be creating my pages. So I invoke the jQuery over here, create the same function. So every time it finds a p tag and I click on top of that p tag, it's going to hide that p tag. So again, just using the same example, this time invoking the jQuery from my desktop, it'll make the same example. Okay, so let's go real quick over here into our syntax. Okay, so hopefully what we want to see here is that the jQuery syntax is tailor-made for selecting HTML elements and performing some actions on the elements. So our basic syntax is the following: $, selector, and dot action in parentheses. Okay, so what we're seeing here is that the $, well, is to define or access our jQuery. Our selector is used to query or find HTML elements. So in the example above, our selector was the p tag, so we wanted to find every p tag inside our HTML. We can do this using ID and classes. We're going to be seeing that in the next couple of videos. And finally, the jQuery action, the dot action, is the actions we're going to perform on the specific element we just found. This was a quick, short, and introductory video to jQuery. The next video we're going to see events using jQuery, so stick around. Have fun.
Also help with your knowledge of style sheets. The next set of tutorials introduces you to one of the more fun topics, and that's animation. You'll be shown how to use basic techniques such as hiding and showing, fading in and out, and sliding up and down. You'll also learn techniques to build your own custom animations. We follow this with an explanation of how browsers render HTML pages, and we introduce you to the Document Object Model, or the DOM. You'll discover many ways to examine, modify, copy or remove HTML elements, attributes, form fields, and HTML5 data. We'll then discuss web browser events and how you can interact with user actions. This can include mouse clicks, button key presses, form submissions, page scrolling, or any other interaction with your web page. We'll also discuss efficient techniques such as event delegation. This is then followed by a discussion of some important jQuery utility functions which will help in your day-to-day programming tasks. We then take a look at Ajax. We discuss what Ajax is and the combination of technologies you need to make it work with jQuery. A variety of sample programs is provided and is built step by step. We then discuss how you can write jQuery plugins. With a few simple steps, you'll be able to extend jQuery's core functionality and create reusable components which will work in any web application. In the final sections, we pull everything together and create complete jQuery-powered applications. This includes a reusable HTML5 tab control, and even a full HTML5 game powered by jQuery. Finally, we wrap up with a set of online resources which are essential for any jQuery developer. I hope you find the course useful, and I appreciate all your feedback. My name's Craig Buckler. Thanks for watching.